Greetings, I'm your host, Eddie Olchek, and welcome to the Tonight Show. We have a special guest here for you tonight, the father of modern atomic theory. Give it up for John Dalton. Okay. So, before we get started, how old are you?
Well, I was born on September 6th, 1766, so 34, I think.
John, you almost got me. You do realize it's 1844.
Oh yes, how the time flies. I guess I'm 77.
Where are you from, John?
I'm from a little village called Eaglesfield in England.
So I'm guessing you went to school there.
Yes, until I was 11. Then I taught there for 3 years and helped my dad out on the farm.
Oh, talk about an early bloomer. Then what happened?
Then I started helping my older brother run a Quaker boarding school in Kendal. When I was 19, I had been lucky enough to become the school's principal, which I continued to do until I was 26.
Is that right? When did you have time to learn and study?
During my teaching, I continued to teach myself science and mathematics and many different languages such as Latin, Greek, and French.
Wow, you must have been busy. I hardly have enough time to get prepared for this talk show every night. Did your wife at least look after the children?
Actually, Eddie, my relationships usually didn't last too long. I wasn't too smooth with the ladies. They would want to watch a movie on a Friday night rather than study color blindness.
So that's why you had moved around so much.
Partly because I had kept getting new opportunities. When I was 26, I took the position of being a teacher of mathematics and natural philosophy at Manchester's New College.
Okay, we'll get back to you after this short message.
Come on, don't give up now.
I can't. Load of energy.
Oh, you're lucky. I got just the thing for you.
Oh my gosh, what is that?
Powerade. Rated as one of the best sports drinks across the world. And it gives you the fast hydration and energy when you need it.
I agree with you on that one, Powerade.
What does this stuff work? Right now, it is giving you electrolytes and carbohydrates. Electrolytes are giving your body the salt it needs to help retain your body and keep it hydrated, as well as maintaining your blood volume, sweat rate, and muscle blood flow. All the carbohydrates you are taking in are being converted to glucose, which is formed to fuel to help your body perform.
99, 100, 101.
See, it really works.
Okay, everyone, take your seat. So John, you had mentioned something about studying color blindness. Tell us about what you had found out.
Well, Eddie, I'd actually written my first scientific paper on it when I was 27, called Extraordinary Facts Relating to the Vision of Colors. I was the first person to ever study this, and the paper basically said that the condition is hereditary. I knew this because my family and I had all had it.
I never even knew that, John. What other scientific papers have you made?
I made a paper on heat conduction, gas expansion by heat, the properties of light, the aurora borealis, and meteorology.
That's interesting. Tell us about the behavior of gases.
At the age of 35, I found out that all gases could be liquefied provided their temperature was sufficiently low and pressure is significantly high. Then I stated that when a gas's volume is held constant in a container, the pressure of gases varies in direct proportion to its temperature. Then, 2 years after, I published my law of partial pressures. This states that in a mixture of non-reacting gases, the total gas pressure is equal to the sum of the partial pressures of individual gases.
That was your law. I remember learning about that. Now it's time to take a break and go refill your drink. But don't forget to come back and listen to John Dalton on The Tonight Show.
If your roommate is smelly and you are thinking about moving out, then think again. Febreze will instantly remove any smelly, unwanted odors. Here's how it works. When you spray Febreze, the water in the product partially dissolves the odor, which disables the stink molecule to bind to your odor receptors. So the stink molecule is still there, but you can't smell it. Instead, it will be replaced with a refreshing scent.
So act fast and phone 1-800-546-8167 to get your free trial pack today. This includes 3 Febreze products with different sizes and scents.
Did everyone refill their drink?
Because we're back.
Now, John, tell us what you think your greatest achievement was.
My greatest achievement that I believe to be was my atomic theory. After my study of gases, it led me to wonder what these invisible substances were actually made of. I then carried out countless chemical reactions, and when I was 42, I published what is now called Dalton's law. It is similar to my law of partial pressures and states that if two elements form more than one compound between them, then the ratios of masses of the second element, which combine with the fixed mass of the first element, will be ratios of small whole numbers. Analyzing all the data I collected, I believe that matter existed as atoms and that different elements have different masses.
Oh yes, I see how that works, I think. Now tell us what your atomic theory states.
Okay, this may take a while. First of all, my atomic theory states that elements are made up of atoms, which are tiny particles too small to see. Second, all atoms of a particular element are identical. Third, atoms of different elements have different properties, so their masses are different and their chemical reactions are different. Fourth, atoms cannot be created, destroyed, or split. Fifth, in a chemical reaction, atoms link to one another or separate from one another. And finally, sixth, atoms combine in simple whole number ratios to form compounds.
Wow, I'm surprised at your old age you still remember all your inventions, especially after your 2 strokes you had a while ago.
Thanks, I think.
And that's all we have for tonight, folks. Thanks, John Dalton, for your time and giving us your story.
Thanks, Eddie. Thanks to everyone watching.
We'll send her back 10 to receive.
Have you been down in the dumps and facing depression lately? Then your body is experiencing low serotonin and a chemical imbalance in your brain called neurotransmitters that affect your mood and emotions. But that's okay, because Selexia has just the thing for you. Try our new and improved antidepressants and turn your frown upside down. You'll feel better within 24 hours, guaranteed. Selexia will help balance the chemicals in your brain and give you the right amount of serotonin your body requires. It will help improve your mood, help you sleep better, and increase your appetite and concentration. So what are you waiting for? Phone now at 1-800-836-5679. That's right, 1-800-836-5679. And if you phone within 15 minutes, we will double our offer. That's right, double! Recommended dose is 1 pill per day.